Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to me definitely not being 2 minutes late on the first day back after a week.
Definitely not. Hair's going to look a bit different today because I did get a haircut. And apparently the hair below this point was so damaged by me just not taking care of it for 5 years. It was like so uneven that the hairdresser was just like, I'm just gonna like cut to like here, okay? I'm like, hey man, you're the expert. I let this go for many years successfully, and if I'm gonna get my hair cut by a professional, I'm gonna let them do what they think is the correct choice. So, longest trim of my life. It was a trim so long that it was the trim cut off more hair than when I cut my hair from being like shoulder length to the bottom. It might not seem that much shorter, but he also straightened the hair. So it's actually substantially straighter. So it's been a couple days, so it's not as straight, but it's still substantially straighter. Okay, I got 2 hours of sleep. We're golden. Okay, it was great that I decided to send a message out saying, okay, I'm doing this thing today. Right, the 24 hours before my body just decides, you know what? You don't need sleep, right? Surely sleep is not a required component of your day-to-day life. So I managed to get a couple hours of sleep. I managed to eat. I managed to eat 400 calories of cake or something like that when we were doing Thegger. And today we're going to be playing the first Wizardry game. Now, my understanding is that this is built directly on top of, as it says here, the original game. So, the gameplay should be identical, based off of my understanding. We have a few options that are like quality of life options. I feel like I remember something mentioning that there was no like saving. Like there was no save system in the original or something. That seems kind of crazy. I probably misread that. That's my assumption. So we're gonna be trying this. I will decide. Wait, I can play this with a controller. Okay, we have the ability to make an effect. What should we make our name for our adventure? Let's name it Certain Death. Not for us. I can't say but not for me, so since we can't say but not for me, we'll of course just leave it as Certain Death, because just putting part of but not for me doesn't make sense. So we'll do certain. Clearly. Let's see. So clearly we should do this, because these are a bit more complex and challenging to navigate than the original levels, so we go with that. I don't know anything about this. Contains new options. Let's configure these. So, let's look at what the original was. Level up attribute enhancement. Character age theming. Vim age. I don't know what that's about. In configuration. Character recruiting. stuff on party wipe. Shouldn't you just die on a party wipe? I wonder what this is about. So it looks like the console version. So the original version is more random. The console version is similarly random and has some things that are different. So I don't know what Haman is. Dumapic map. I don't know what this is. This is probably a map that you can pull up that didn't exist in the original, and you had to map the place yourself. Let's go with not having that. Conversation hints, I don't think we need. Bad stuff on party wipe we can take, but we're probably just going to reload if we die anyway. Roll per combat. Hide and ambush action. Interesting. Action redirection. Hey, Astro Kitty. Run away in turn order. Interesting. I wonder what that's about. I'm very curious about this. What would I need to change? I feel like I'd rather have point buy than a random roll for my stats. But I think I maybe go with just OG. The console version is tempting. But it would be kind of fun to do this without... I'm assuming this is probably a bug that was in the original that allowed me to cast spells when I got surprised. That would be my assumption. So in the console version, that was disabled because it was a bug. It's also possible that it means something else entirely. So we have the console map, but let's use the original rule set. We're just going to use the original rule set straight up and not worry too much about it. This rule set doesn't seem like too big of a problem. We will create all of the characters. Party members will die. Excuse me. No, they won't. I'm sorry. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. You think you're tough. Alright, so there's a temple, there's a store. Okay. Oh, this has its... Ooh, death counter. Yeah. We should do a death counter. That's a good call. That's a good call. Here's my counter. What was that thing that I used called? There's a program. How do I minimize you so that I can get access? You know what? I remember the hotkey for that now. You just move that. Is it on my front? You know what it should be in is stream resources. It's not in here, but it should be. God, what was that program called? Was it called Brazil versus Norway? I don't think so. Greater Sentosa Master Plan. I don't think it was that either. Let's see. For now, I'm just going to move this down to the corner. Let's see here. There's a thing called. You know what? Let's just go to Google and see what Google has to tell me if I go counter for speed run streamers. What is this thing called? Live split. There we go. There we go. I just need to know the name of it so that I can type it in, because what, you think I know anything about my fucking file system? You think I remember how my file system works? Alright, so there's new updates available for Live Split. And now that I've said that, I feel like I have to do the update just in case one of them's a security update and somebody decides to exploit it. I don't see how that could be the case, but... So what do we have here? We have a bunch of numbers that go up... Let's see. Let's see. So how did I... So we need to have something above. We'll call this death counter. Except this is a split. This is not... what I'm looking for. How do I... It would be very funny if Live Split isn't what I did. How about we open Maw Insanity and then we take a look at this and see what this layout has in it. It has splits on it. What is going on with this? I mean, I can make this number go up, but I think that these are just splits, which is not what I'm looking for. So num3 is undoing the split. Do I have... So does this work? Yes. I might need to make that manually. I know that I had a counter, but I don't know how I did it. Do I have a list of the things that I'm showing right now? Do I have like a cool name that would just tell me what the thing is supposed to be? It's not strain math. It's not chat box. So the reload thing is this window. Which means that I had a way before of increasing if I do this and then go to settings, what is the if I press 1 again, will that 1 gets me a thing? So yeah, all this stuff up here must be something. So where is how did I do this? You know, I don't know that I can make this work. I might need to just record it somewhere else. How on earth do I not have this? Because I feel like I had a whole set of these things, but I'm not seeing. Maybe I just broke it because I updated the program. So it says these is a standard component. Where do I see the components? Wait, if I left click instead of right click, does it do something? No. Well, this is definitely how we should be starting up this whole run, huh? Realtime.gg races. Okay. For some reason, I have like a bunch of splits on this, and I don't know. Like this is a saved thing, and I don't know why I saved this because it doesn't have any of the things that I want. Should we count individual deaths by character, or should we count the total number of times that I wipe? They should be fairly similar values because I'm probably going to reload if I die, but we'll see. Okay, we'll try character deaths first. Okay, so increment counter is plus. And I do want to change where this is. So let's put this up. I guess we can put it under the timer. That's fine. We can remove splits because we don't have any splits to put there. And this can be... Oh, I can blow this up on your side. I don't need to blow it up on my side. So background color can be... If I do this... Oops. It's not alt, it's Windows. Okay, this makes it... It's still black. That's not what I want. I would prefer it to be... I guess I'm probably not going to get it to be what I want there. Can I change the text color? Seemingly not. Oh, I can actually override the... Yeah, okay. So I would have to manually select this. We want the character deaths to be pink. There we go. There we go. We'll have two slightly different pink colors. How about that? How about not? How about we act like professionals and just copy this value? I don't know about acting like professionals, but how about we act vaguely akin to professionals? Yeah, this seems to... Okay, that does not actually... It actually doesn't change the opacity at all. There we go. We got our pink text. That's the important bit. We can move the pink text away from my field of view. And we can press 1. There we go. So we're starting up. Now... So we can do the tavern to manage the party, question mark. Alright, so Boltak is a shrewd negotiator and the most successful merchant in the realm. He also has a greatest selection of arms, armor, and magical items, by which we mean the only selection, presumably. Don't worry about the red. The red isn't important. How do I reset the thing so that it's not... Do I need it? Do I need the... I do need the thing running. Nope. Plus doesn't work even if I do that. I need to tab out to do that, but not this. Why? Why does this work and this doesn't? Why are you not working? Do you work now? You work now. Why is that a thing? What does 2 do? 2 does skip thing. We don't need that. Let's see if putting this to numpad 2 instead of plus. No, it still doesn't change anything. Oh, the 2 just isn't working. Why is the 2 not working? It's very weird that I can start my timer, but not increase my counters this way. We're not going to worry about it. What was this? Some merchant. He offers identification of cursing services, which we probably won't do. That sounds like cheating to allow a merchant to do that for us. So we don't need to worry about that, I think. So that's Boltac. Order of Can't. You know, I prefer the Order of Can, if I'm being honest with you. Okay. Maze. Looking to venture into maze. We'll farm a party or find a new member. So this is where you level up, which is weird because there's also training grounds. To retrain and refine their skills. Oh, this allows me to create and edit characters. So this is where I go to create a character. Okay, so how many characters do we get in a party? I'm actually going to go to the tavern. So I don't have any characters. I thought it had pre-created ones. Okay, so wait, didn't I set it to be unoriginal? Okay, so I could just re-roll the number of attribute points I get. Oh, that's mean. Oh, that's real mean. That's real rude. Didn't I have an 18 just now? So what am I getting? Like how many? 7 to 10 is a pretty 18? I never rolled an 11. I never rolled an 11. Okay, I'll take it. So who are we making with this 18? I guess we can figure out what kind of class we want, but we can't do that until we've chosen everything else about this decided lack of piety. Humans? Elves are excellent spellcasters. They love fine weapons and armor and like them to fight. Gnomes are pious. That's interesting. Do their aesthetic traditions make excellent. Look, anybody makes an excellent priest if they've got fucking 18 stat points to spend, in my opinion. Who do we want to? Let's find out what we're gonna do here. Do we want to make? It's interesting that elves are not particularly lucky. I'm gonna click an elf. Oh my god, that is very funny. So yeah, I can just like go crazy with it. Okay. Do we want an elf samurai? As our first character? Do we just want to make Aldray? Let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, tell me, and I'll turn down the in-game audio instead. There. Turn that down even further. We don't need to listen to music. Don't worry about it. Do we make Ultraman? For shits and giggles, or should I be making like pancakes and things like that? I'm tempted to make like pancake. Let's make a samurai named Pancake. I think that's what we're going with. And then we need at least one more hint. And one more. We need so many stats to get samurai. This is the base stats required for samurai? And we couldn't multi-class into bishop with these stats either. Do we need to re-roll again? We might need to re-roll. I don't know if multi-classing is a thing. Multi-classing is probably not a thing yet, right? We don't need a samurai bishop. We'll just make a samurai. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So samurai are basically... They go out of their way to help old ladies cross the street, and they'll help an old lady cross the street if they're traveling in the same direction. I love the are really good. Good characters, they're good. They're real good. Neutral characters, they're fine. They're fine. Let's do this. We have portraits, look at us. Who looks like a pancake, is the question. Who's our most pancake here? This is pretty pancake. Like very round? Oh, okay, gotcha. So I can actually select from any of the portrait things. Let's see if we can find an elven pancake here. Who's the most pancake of the people here? We're going mostly for roundness and to a lesser degree smoothness. And a medium degree size, right? Like the largest, roundest. Getting a round head with an elf is, in fact, now that I think about it, kind of a harder prospect. This person is very round, and we actually can't see the top of their ears. So you know what? I think this is gonna be pancake. You're pancake, why not? Why is our person called that? Don't worry about it. Alright, we're gonna go to the tavern. We're going to add pancake to the party. Does this allow me to see? So you use a shield. Not famously associated with samurai. In fact, famously a meaningful distinction between samurai and Western Knights. It's one of the largest distinctions, actually. I don't think I've ever heard of samurai using a shield, but that's fine. Presumably they had shield technology in Japan. Oh, we have a kill and a death counter. I mean, they've got to be, right? Alright, can I see if I go here? If we add Pancake to the party, can I then see what the max party size is? I don't think I can. Okay, I halved the volume. If having the volume didn't fix it, then probably the problem is that my selections are being ignored again. How does the volume sound now? There's a very decent chance that you can't hear it at all. That would be preferable. Yeah, okay, a little too low. That's concerning, considering that I just dropped it to 13% directly with the desktop thing. Let's bring it up to 25. See if that's better. Yeah, I think that there's something going on with my thing. I might need to switch to a different. I might need to switch to a different program because for some reason it seems to me that it might be just cycling some of the audio that isn't going through the mixer. Like it pretends it's going through the mixer but isn't. And that's happened for a couple of things recently. Okay, so we're gonna get 9, 7, 10 until we randomly get an 18. Okay, 17. Is 17 good enough, or do we have to wait until we get an 18? Is 18 the maximum number? Is it 3d6? If it's 3d6, why would it be cycling that close to an 8 to 10? That close. Okay, we're gonna take a 17. We'll take a 17. Okay, so let's just make people in order. Waffle. Shit, waffles are basically pancakes but round. Or sorry, pancakes but rough. And this person has like coarse textured hair. Pancake is the appropriate visual for waffle. We need to make one of each class, I think. And then we can see how many party members we get. I don't know if we get 4 party members. I don't know if we get... Some of these old games, you get like 10 party members and shit like that. I have no idea how many we're going to get. So, we'll find out as we go. We're cycling through... What's a good name for a fighter? Do we want a dwarf fighter? Or do we want a dwarf bishop? That is very low piety, actually. Holy shit. Let's go with a dwarf bishop. I think that would be fun. We also need a thief at some point. So how many classes do we have? We have 6 classes. I think we're going to try to have one of each class. You have 10, you have 5. I don't love the idea of having only 5 agility on my bishop. In fact, based off of the previous games, I feel like it would be better to have it almost higher than my int and piety, but we'll go with this. I think that this is reasonable. This works fine. You're gonna be a bishop. You can't be good, or so you can't be neutral. You can only be good or evil. Evil characters are self-centered and always want to know what's in it for them. Evil characters help old ladies cross the street for a small fee. Well, it is a bishop, so that checks out, actually. Let's go with that. I like this. It's giving me, like, the limits on how evil a character can be. It's like, an evil character will set up a small business to help old ladies across the street at a profit. Evil is the profit motive. Base. They couldn't make games like this anymore. They wouldn't be allowed. Okay, so... And this could easily be Waffle, because we should have some really round and really textured portraits to work with here. So... Do we want maximum texture, or do we want the texture to look the most like waffles? Do we have any... Just gonna do a quick check. And I don't think any of these read so waffle-like that I would want to go away from the dwarf. I actually really like this portrait. This portrait can be maybe croissant. Oh. I think I might have some visitors, so give me a second to make sure they don't destroy the kitchen. I do not have visitors. We're fine. This will be croissant. We'll make another dwarf that's croissant. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go with you for waffle. This is like maximum texture, and of the things that we've got on the list, I'm not gonna deviate from this. I'm just gonna use this list. If Astrokidia has just supplied me a name list, I'm fine. We're done. We don't need to deviate at all. Okay, so waffle's being added. Waffle is the thingamabobber. So visit tavern. We can add our evil bishop waffle to the party. Create a character. That was a 17 that I just threw away. 19? I wonder how high I could get my starting stats. Like, what's the highest attribute roll I can work with? Because that's crazy that we have a 19. We're getting like 7s and 9s, and there's a 19. If a good roll in this game is 30, if the point buy was gonna give me like a minimum of 25, it's gonna be sad, but we don't need to worry about it too much. Okay, so we haven't made... Oh, it's a D20. Well, if it's a D20... Oh, because it's... Maybe they have a modified system where instead of just rolling it up to the minimum, which is I think like a 7, it instead rolls it up to a percentage of the minimum based off of how low it is. So like a 6 turns into like a 9 or something. Because it doesn't feel like it's just giving me 7 over and over again, which is what I would expect. It doesn't matter. So, we made an elf, we made a dwarf. We're gonna make a human, because they suck. We're gonna make a human, because humans are shitty. And we're gonna make a human thief, I guess? I'm going to give them neutral strength and vitality. And I think I am just going to pump their agility and luck to see if it does anything useful, to just pump the shit out of those stats. Okay, so what is our most agile? what is the most agile food product here? Maybe a Danish? Maybe a Danish. We'll go with a Danish. Let's see. What? This is a human, right? What does a Danish look like? Instead of choosing something that looks like a Danish, should I choose the guy who looks kind of Danish? What are these facial expressions of these people? They're kind of crazy. Let's see. This woman reminds me of the capitalist. Like, holy shit, she looks so much like the capitalist in Disco Elysium. Let's see here. I don't know if she actually looks anything like her, but this just strongly reminds me. Strongly reminds me. It's just like, I see a middle-aged woman, I think about the capitalist. It's just life, I guess. I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with this guy and call him Danish, and he's gonna be the Danish. I think that's appropriate. He kind of looks Norse, and the Danish were Norse. They just haven't been Norse for longer than the Norwegians and the Swedes. Okay, so Danish has been added to the party. We can maybe do the dice roll info after I've actually made every character, because I think it's funnier. I think I'm going to have 6 characters total. Based off of this, if another character gets added to the slot here, then... Oh god, is it going to random my HP values? Oh god, I think it's going to random my HP values too. It's fine. We're going to start with so many fucking stats, though. I mean, unless I'm starting with really low stats. Okay, we're just going to take 17. I think 17 is a perfectly reasonable stat value to take. We have all 3 of these. We make a gnome. They make excellent priests, huh? What if we made you... We want our fighter to be the gnome? We have gnome and halfling and dwarf again. You know what? I'm gonna try. This game is not supposed to be easy, so maybe I go with this. Yeah, once I've created the characters, we can go into the specific details of how I have screwed myself with the character stats and all that jazz. We'll go with another neutral character. I want everybody to be neutral except the priest. The bishop and the priest are both gonna be just, like, evil. We're playing a JRPG, okay? That's what's happening. This is a JRPG now. So, what names do we have? Oh no, we only have 5 names. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to come up with a name myself. Ooh, that's rough. No, we don't. One of you has to look like a donut, right? You're clearly churro. Oh, done. Easy. Easy. It's the easiest choice of my life. You see that hair? This is a churro. This right here, this is a churro. Nailed it. Okay, back to the training grounds. Whew, I was worried I was going to have to do something creative for a second there. Could not allow that in my live streams. No siree, no siree. I'm going to be very amused if I see a 25 at some point. Okay, we got 17. Pretty decent roll. We're making a halfling. With 15 base luck? Okay. You know, if you're that lucky, you know you're gonna be, you know, very... You're gonna believe in all them gods, right? Okay, so our halfling's gonna be the priest. As is good and proper. And then we're gonna make a dwarf fighter, because... Why not? Let's see here. Reset? Reset. We could also just not have a priest. We could have one bishop and the rest... Oh, wait! We could have one bishop and the rest all be melees. That would be real funny. Just a whole cadre of samurai. Just samurai for days. Do I re-roll some of these people to have all of them... Is it to just have the one evil bishop, and then all the rest of them are neutral fighters, thieves, and samurai? Do I even need a fighter? I have prestige classes. Do I roll 4 samurai, 1 thief, and 1 bishop? Ooh. I do kind of like that. I've been thinking just, okay, just go... I think I maybe do that. Okay, we're going back. We're going back a bit. Okay, so rather than doing that way, this is going to be our max agility. I guess I can't really pump all of these at the same time. Okay, wait. I can't do max agility and luck. And also get the base stats required for... Wait, can I even do it with a halfling? Is it possible? I think it might not be possible to make a samurai halfling. These are very high stat requirements. Yeah, I need 15 strength. I need 10 piety, and 11 int. And like 14 vitality. I need piety and int. Because I can't reduce these stats. I could, in theory, make this the bishop, but I don't think I can meet the stat requirements with everybody. Either way. It would be real fun to just make everybody a samurai. Samurai presumably get access to bows, right? Not that it matters. Give me a second. We're gonna take a look at... This is where So you don't know any spells. You have no spell points at all. Churro, you have 2 hit points? Alright, we need to take a look at what my stat requirements are for Samurai. So Samurai requires 15 strength. 15 strength, and then 11 int, and 10 piety. Let's see. Waiting for me to comment on what? The fact that halflings can't be samurai? I don't know what I was even commenting on recently. Oh, I didn't even notice. I did not notice the 2 HP on Churro. It's like, wait, what? And then any other requirements? Yes, I need +6, so I need 14 vitality. That's such high stats. Okay, so if I go back, in order for you to get that, you need 7 points put into strength. You need 3 and then 5. So 7, 3, 5. So that's 15. And then another, what, 8? No, another 6 vitality. So unless I can get at least 21, I don't think a human can be a samurai either. I don't think they can meet the base stat requirement. Are only elves able to be... So elves have a net +7 and -3. So, like, elves have a much easier time. The +7 is for the caster stats. You get me. You have decent piety. So a dwarf or an elf are both easily able to be samurai. I think we roll prestige class for everybody. I think it's time to let it be known how the dice work. I think now is the time to find out how the dice work, because if I don't find out now, then I'm not going to be able to decide whether to try to make a human samurai. I'd like to make a samurai of every lineage, but I don't think I can. 1d4 +6 for a second +10. I could start with 30? That's insane. But that does mean that we can make an all-samurai party. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We've made Pancake, who's our elf, right? And this class, this is a party that's going to be very, very desynced from each other. This party is just going to be extreme. I can't believe that the only random part is a 1d4 and then a 1 in 11 chance of getting an additional +10, and it's a what, 1 in 100 and... God, I don't know. What's the extra 121-ish? Something like that? Extra 1 in 120... that's probably not quite right, but we'll go with it. It actually might be just right. Don't worry about it. Extra 1 in 121 to get an additional +10. That's crazy. Why even bother having the D4 there? Okay, so in order to get... So that means the maximum that you can get with the first roll is 20 points. So, with that being the case, we need a total of how many points with a human? Was it 21 to get there? We need 7. We need an additional 3, so that's 10. We need an additional 5, so that's 15. And then we need an additional 6. Oh, is the total maximum 20? or can the second one roll and you can get up to a 29? Total max is 29. That's even more bizarre, but that's fine. If I can get a 29, a human can technically get there. But I need a total of 21 for a human. For a elf, I don't need to calculate because we already have our elf. We're going to re-roll everybody. We're re-rolling Waffle, we're re-rolling Danish. It's going to be a thing. So, let's see. Dwarves have 5 plus 4 plus 0 plus 4. So 5, 4, 4. So that's 13. So 13 points for dwarf. Okay, that's easy. So we'll roll a dwarf pretty soon. Waffle we will keep. Waffle we don't need to reroll. Our gnome. Let's see. .6% is basically guaranteed. Easy peasy. So for a gnome, we need an additional 8 plus 4, so 12 plus 0 plus 6. So we only need an 18 for gnome. And a halfling has all of their points in agility and luck. So this means that we'll have 2. As soon as we get a 13 or higher, we roll the dwarf. If we get a 18 or higher, we actually roll the gnome first. Then we roll the dwarf as soon as we get the next roll. And then the halfling and the human are going to be competing for the 20 plus stat slots. And I'm just gonna roll these numbers to get it as quick as possible. Once we get it, we can do it. I'll actually start up the timer once we start rolling for these. Let's see. So for this, we need 10 plus 4. So 14 plus 3 is 17 plus 8. So 25. Okay, so we need 25 additional stat points, but this halfling is going to be a monster. So is the human, probably, because the human and the halfling aren't going to be that differentiated in terms of their stats. Let's go to the tavern. We will remove Churro and Danish from the party, because those are not... Oh, wait, no, actually, Danish can stay in the party. Danish is a thief. We do need a thief in the party. Wait, do we have a thief in the party? What abilities do you have, thief? Do I feel like... Oh, I can change their class. Shit, multi-classing is in the game. Spoiler alert, there's multi-classing. God damn it. There's gotta be multi-classing, because otherwise Lord and Ninja wouldn't be in the game, right? Okay. Do they just require good and evil? No, they have stat requirements as well. Wait a second. Who's good? You're evil. You're fine. But wait, multi-classing exists. But I think the thing said that I get stats per level, right? Give me a second. Level up attribute advancement, random chance. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. So, we will be able to meet the stat thresholds for the other classes eventually. Do we make... I think I maybe drop Danish and replace Danish with a halfling thinger. Because if I'm looking at the thinger, like they have like an ability sheet, but do they do any? Is there anything special about being a thief? There probably is, right? Like, I probably required to have a thief in order to not trip all the traps. But it's delightful to have the one bishop surrounded by exclusively samurai, so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do all samurai plus one bishop, and then we're going to die horribly, and it's going to be fine. Did I say we're going to be fine? It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. All right. We visit the tavern, we remove Danish from the party, Pancake stays in the party, Waffle stays in the party. It's the OGs, right? Like the Waffles and the Pancakes, they stay in the party. Everybody else gets deleted. We're deleting Churro, we're deleting Danish. Yes. And yes. These fake versions of them. If we're not using a hero class from the start, what are we even doing with our lives? Okay, so our goal right now is to get 2 characters built. Then we have maybe... It's not that far off from a 1 in 100 chance. 17 is enough for the dwarf. I am tempted to just do the hard ones first. I'm going to do the hard ones first. We're not going to take the easy ones. Because if I do the easy ones first, I don't have the possibility of accidentally randoming into really good stats for the other 2, and that feels a little disrespectful to them, you know? And we have a 3/4 chance of getting that second roll, D11 roll. It's so funny how random these rolls are. What a great 27! Let's go. That's enough for our halfling. We're taking the halfling. So, halfling is getting plus some number. We're getting plus 3 here. We're getting plus 4 here. We're getting plus a bajillion here. And our halfling probably meets the threshold for ninja as well here, pretty much. We're going to pump our agility because our agility is going to be fairly low here. We confirm attributes. We take a... Oh, samurai can't be evil. We can't convert from samurai into... Okay, then I guess we're not going to worry about the ninja or the lord. We're just going to stick with samurai the entire time, and it's probably fine, and we don't need to worry about the fact that we're not going to have a thief. So this is which class? This is the gnome, right? So Churro is reborn. Wait, that was a gnome portrait. That's it. You're a halfling. You're not a gnome at all. We don't need to do anything. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We give you a portrait that is a halfling portrait. What are the names we're working with? French toast. You're French toast. Because French toast tends to have, like, a sort of like splotch in the middle of it that's about the same color actually as the eye patch. So I think that this is the perfect choice for French toast. Okay, so we're creating a new character. We've now got. We don't have the dwarf yet. It doesn't matter. The next thing we're going for is the human. So the human is going to get rolled now. I can't do the right side for some reason. Exactly 20, but that's 1 point off of what we need for a human, unfortunately. It's our first 20, by the way. 19. But yeah, we won't be taking 20 plus for other classes, for the dwarf and the gnome, unless we random those before we random a different value. That's really unfortunate, by the way, because we're just rolling a d4 there, and with us just rolling a d4, this is rolling a 1 on that d4 twice in a row. Let's see here. So this is the human. So we need 15 strength. And then let's pump our agility and pump our luck for this character. Do we want to do that? Yes, we do. We do. Just get everything up. I don't know what these stats do, so we have another samurai. This is our human samurai. And let's see here. You know, you look kind of like Muffin. You also have like a little top knot, which is kind of muffiny. The texture on the top there is very muffiny, right? I'm gonna go with, you're gonna be Muffin. No. I have aphantasia. If that doesn't look anything like a muffin, then don't at me. Don't worry about it. It's ableist to bring it up, actually. Okay, we're looking for at least an 18, and we got a 20, which is pretty good. So we're going with a 20 for our gnome, and they are going to get a boost of... Let's see here. Right, they need this to be 15, this to be 4 increased. There we go, Samurai is unlocked. We'll just take 2 points of luck. We'll give you neutral, and this is what our gnome. So this is Churro. Churro unlocks their true form, which is a little bit weaker than their previous form, but don't worry about it. But a lot stronger than their previous form, I think. So we're now rolling. We just immediately get a 20. Perfect. We take those. And then... Do we just leave your agility and luck in the toilet? No. Maybe we leave your luck in the toilet and give you some more hint. Give you some more strength. Give you some more agility. We'll give you trash luck, but everybody has to have agility, okay? Everybody needs to dodge those traps. Because you know I'm going to be triggering every single trap I run into. Okay, so this is what, the dwarf? Yes, dwarf samurai. And what are we naming you? Because you're not going to be waffle. Right, it was you, and you were going to be like a croissant. Nailed it. Nailed it. So is that everybody? We have French toast. Okay, we cannot no longer add anybody to the party. Wait. Oh god. Is there another whole slot here? Is there a third row? I guess we make another character and find out. We're gonna find out by making a new character. What kind of class do we want to make? Do we now make that thief? Let's remake Danish. Because we already have a samurai of each lineage. We don't need to have 2 samurais of each lineage. That would be crazy. So we'll just do 1818. That unlocks Thief, which is cute. We have them be evil so that they can become a ninja later. And they are human, and we named them Danish. And then we can see, can I add you to my party? I cannot. Perfect. Okay. Party of 6, we're golden. We don't need Danish. So, with that being the case, we now need to go to the tavern, and we are going to change you to be here. And Croissant, why is your HP so bad? Why is your HP so bad? I think the HP is randomized, even for level 1. So Churro and Pancake both have the maximum HP roll, and the others do not, I believe. Excuse me. So, we can go to the inn to recover HP and level up, which we're not going to do. Also, let me take a look at the characters that I have. If I go to here, nope, this is not what I need. If I go to here, and I look at Inspect Roster, you are level what? You are level 1. So, the game will start you with a full cast of level 2 characters if you start the game with the default settings. So, it doesn't look like I have the ability to save. It seems like it only has autosaves. Do I allow myself to buy things? Let's take a look. Do you sell spells? %. Okay, so probably no attack min. One attack. Yes. Checks out. It's a +2 staff that's available. We're not picking that up. Let me take a look at my... So if I... This allows me to prep... I don't think I need to prep at the end. Let's not worry about it. We're going into the maze. Okay, we're gonna start this up. Oh right, I was supposed to start up the timer to see how long it would take to do the thing. We're entering the maze. Not all cursed items are bad. Some good items just prefer to stick around. So you've taken your first steps into the fabled maze. It was only a short time ago that Overlord Tribble sent out the call, beckoning the country's adventurers to displace. The story, as it was told, was that his one-time friend and advisor, Wizard-1, had stolen the Overlord's prized amulet and escaped with it to the mysterious maze, a dungeon built of magic, chaos, and death. The Overlord promises power and the rank of Honor Guard to any adventurer who recovers his amulet. And so you came, and somewhere deep in the maze's Stygian halls, the powerful wizard Verna awaits. Okay. Well, there's a thing here that I don't think I can actually loot. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look over here. What am I blocking? I am blocking that entire menu. So let's click here. I am so inspect is I, apparently. Okay, that's not actually doing anything. F is forward. Let's see here. Cluster. Alright, do I want to open this? Okay, inspect doesn't seem to be doing much. He took it from me and now he hides. Find him and find the amulet. Okay, well, you know what? If you're giving me narrative shit when I do that, I'm gonna go to this door first. So we have 4 slimes. They look very cute. 4 bubbly slimes. Fight parry? Fight spell parry. Okay. So this is... Left alt gives you... Oh, look at that! That's cool. 2d2 group size. Okay, French Toast will attack. Muffin will attack. You cannot attack because you don't have a ranged weapon. Oh god. Bad air. We'll cast Catito. They might be immune. Okay. Well, this is promising so far. So I'm using my... Wait, I don't know any divine spells? Uh-oh. Okay. Mission successful. Yeah, we're never gonna die in this game. 12%, huh? How about we do the person with the 12% who's in the back row? 16% certainty of splinters, huh? None of you have the ability to disarm a trap. You know what? Who's gonna open it? Churro, you've got a lot of HP. You got a lot of HP, buddy. Okay, that's not optimal. How long does poison last? Is Churro just going to die of poison? Is that what's gonna happen? Okay, so the space opens the door there. I'm not taking 1 damage per move. But I am taking damage. If I ascend to the castle... Wait, are you just not poisoned anymore? I wonder if there are weapons that have range to hit with, or if I'm basically just gonna have to have. They just prefer to stick around. Indeed. Okay, it looks like leaving purged the poison, so that's good. This is a bit of a. Yeah, I is apparently inspect, but I haven't seen I used for anything yet. Okay, we have small humanoids. Ratmen of some sort? Oh shit, Skaven! Oh, never mind. Kobolds. I will, in fact, cast this on them. Let's find out. Oh! Multiple sleeps. Love that for us. This honestly doesn't seem so bad so far. Which makes sense if I have an entire party full of melees with extremely high stats for the first couple of fights. The thing is going to be, you know, maintaining momentum when I'm taking damage on each fight. That is so much EXP. Oh, but it's split between the whole party. Okay. You can inspect the chest. Teleporter? You can do a teleporter, no problem. Okay, Churro is paralyzed. This is very funny. Okay, we're just gonna walk outside and hopefully Churro is fine. Churro is in fact still paralyzed. Will Churro still be paralyzed if I sleep? Oh no. I want to see. Oh, refill spell points only. Okay. So, wait, does that mean that I can't do this? Wait, is this actually going to enforce my rules? Is this going to enforce the no resting unless you can level up rule that I usually run with? Is that what's happening here? Oh my god. I can't rest unless I can level up. I don't know if I can get Churro healed without using a temple. And we can't actually reload. This might count as a death state for Churro. We're gonna find out what happens if I do this. I should have moved. Oh, these orcs are way weaker than I expected. Alright, did Churro gain EXP? Is the question. Can I see Churro? Ouch! Okay, Churro... Churro didn't get XP. Okay. Okay. Only the Temple of Cant can... Oh god, do I need to actually heal you? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna allow it. We're gonna allow it this once. Maybe we just stop opening chests, actually. Because I can't save. I'm not restarting the entire game every time I... Well, I was told that there was certain death behind that door, so obviously I'm not gonna open it, right? That would be silly. They did a really good job with the animations for this, I think. I'm really enjoying this. They did a good job just like pairing like a thing to it that just it fills the aesthetic. Okay. So I can't rest at the inn, but I can camp. Yeah, no chest run completely. I don't know what we're gonna do about the chest situation. I'm not sure how we're gonna handle this. Okay, you need. I have two people that need to get to the back row. Okay, you need to go to where you're supposed to be. Churro needs to come. French toast needs to come back. There we go. Golden. You know what? Paralyzed is basically dead. You know? Not the same thing in real life, obviously, but I feel like any status effect that makes it so that you don't get experience is a death status. That's what I'm going with. That's how I'm ruling it. In real life, if you're paralyzed, you can still get experience. I would not argue that being paralyzed is a fate worse than death. I think that it sucks to be paralyzed, but I'd rather be alive than dead. That's my hot take. That is my also it does depend on the circumstances. Being paralyzed in a dungeon full of monsters that are going to devour you is okay. That's a different story, I guess. leather-clad men. Oh shit. Bushwhackers? Oh shit. They were not kidding about the certain death. Man, how cool would it have been to have some of those spells available? It's fine, don't worry about it. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Okay, Waffle. Carry us home. Waffle did not carry us home. Waffle did not, in fact, bring us home. So if I return to town, what happens? Unless they teleported into rock by using Mallory, your party should be recoverable. If you're playing with the old school option bad stuff, there's a chance that some of the items you acquire... That is amazing. Exactly where I left him, huh? So, does this mean... Okay, so this is like... Okay. Okay, Danish, I believe in you. I believe in you, Danish. Characters present. So how do I get to you? I believe it told me. Do I go to camp? One or more of your characters are no longer your party, but still in the maze. You can add to party to re-add them. If they're dead... Okay. So they are still dead. Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually really cool. We're doing full-on corpse runs and shit. Okay. Okay. Danish has successfully collected the party. It is so expensive to resurrect people. Pancake, are you gonna have to just solo for a while? Oh my god. Okay, let's sell some shit. It is kind of funny because I could just make a bunch of characters and sell all the equipment that they start with. Wait, does Pancake not have a weapon? Oh god, some of their equipment is not on their bodies, I think. Okay, Pancake, you are going to drop from the party temporarily. And we are going to go back into the maze. I don't know if time is of the essence here. That was so funny. This game's easy, y'all. Easy game, easy life, no problem. If Danish runs into enemies, Danish will probably die. Okay. Okay. Everybody's out. Everybody's out. We're fine. Now, we don't actually have anything to sell, I don't think. So we need to make 600 billion gold back so that we can revive the rest of our party. So if we remove all the dead people from the party, we can re-add Pancake to the party. Which is good. And heals 1 HP per stay. Yeah. So can I just sleep here? In the dungeon? I don't think so. I think that just opens up a menu. Oh, man. So... I don't actually... How do I heal myself? Do I just have to... I think this heals status effects. I don't really want to make like a whole extra party. The issue is I don't really have a means of surviving with 1 hit point, and I don't think I can heal myself. Do we create some new people? I think we maybe do. What kind of class do we want to... Do we maybe make a priest to heal us when we... I think we do. I think we're going to make, like, a cadre of priests. What's the naming convention for our cadre of priests that's just going to exist for the purposes of allowing us to make money after a full party wipe? Just a bunch of generic priests. Maybe we just name them all after various types of donut. We're going to just name them after varying kinds of donuts. We're going to max out piety. We're going to have this priest be... They're all evil. So we'll just go with this. And then... we'll go with this person, and we'll name you Cruller. Is that how you spell Cruller? It doesn't matter, I can rename them later if I need to. So let's go to the tavern. We can add Cruller to the party. And then Cruller can hopefully cast spells. Can I make you cast spells? Can you only cast spells in combat? You don't know any divine spell? Oh wait, that's wrong. Okay, that's better. It will not, however, bring someone dead back to life. That's pretty rude, if you ask me. Okay, so... It's interesting that I don't have the divine spells on the bishop. Okay, so that's Cruller. Let's see here. We can make an elf now. We're gonna pump their piety up to the max. Pump their agility up as well, I guess. And this priest is also gonna be evil. And they are gonna be an elf. We're gonna give them the first elf portrait. And they're going to be named after a different type of donut. An eclair is not a donut. We'll name you Sprinkle. And then we're just gonna get a bunch more. We're gonna like 3 more priests. Don't worry about it. This is what, dwarf? First dwarf portrait. You were going to be custard. And then we need 1 more for right now, I think? No, Danish is dropped from the party. We're not keeping Danish in the party. So Pancake is going to be getting heals from all of these random priests that we're creating. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, y'all. Gonna be great. Alright, what do you look like? You look like, I don't know, Frosted. Let's see. And then we need a halfling, max piety, priest, evil, and then what are we gonna call you? Ooh, Bear Claw? Let's go with Bear Claw. Oh, I like that. I like being supplied names so that I don't have to do it myself. Love that. And then... a bunch of priests. Every time one of these priests die, we are in fact just going to recreate them. We're going to delete them and recreate them. That's how we're going to handle this. This is going to be a absolute just mincer of just like plowing through party members over and over and over again. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be absolutely glorious. Let's see here. Do I... So, if I go to my old school options... Starting attribute points... Character age theming... In configuration... Character oh, this is the castle. Surprise round casting. Okay, I don't see anything here that would indicate that I can only cast spells in combat. So if I go to game options, is there... The controls are not on there. If I enter the maze, can I cast spells? Trebor sucks. That is so true. That's so true, buddy. Is that hotkey incorrect? Because it says S for status. I think that those are incorrect. I think those are not the correct hotkeys, which explains a lot. Okay, so can I see the hotkeys? Because these have been presumably replaced, I assume. What is it? Wizardry hotkeys? You can press spacebar to search for a hidden door. So apparently spacebar is inspect, but like, where are the rest of the hotkeys? I don't want to get spoilers, and I'm worried that if I look further, I'm going to get spoilers. Maybe C? Okay, C is character options. Okay, Cruller. Cast spell. Let's go. Okay, your spell points are exhausted. I'm actually going to remove you from the party. Okay, done. Done. Okay, Cruller, get out of here. I don't need you anymore. Cruller and Bearclaw, you're done. You're dead to me. You might actually be dead to me. I might need to delete you and recreate you in order to be able to cast spells again. I don't know how to get my spell. Actually, you know what? Let me take a look. Can I get my spell points back with you by simply going to the... I don't think so, right? Like, I think it required that I be ready to level up to use the it, right? Because it says heals... Am I supposed to need... Because it even costs me money. Like, am I supposed to need to be able to level up to be able to sleep? Is that how it's supposed to work? It feels very weird that my party literally is incapable of resting. That feels very odd to me. It doesn't seem like it should be the case, right? Okay. Small humanoids. So Pancake's gonna try to kill these. You know, maybe I should have just dropped the priests from the party entirely and just fought at the entrance. No, Sprinkle needs to cast a spell. There we go. There we go. We're making it. We're making it happen. Okay. 200 EXP is obviously pretty good EXP. So this is nothing. So you are getting there. Does Pancake have a weapon? I don't think I actually checked that. Okay. Oh my god. I think the other one was the target, and so they don't auto-target the next target if the target disappears. So if the target flees, they won't auto-move on. Oh god, okay, so that's fine. So you need a decent bit of EXP still. Let's swap the position of Frosted. Sprinkle's in the front line now. Yeah, Pancake is gonna have to carry us. Skeletons? Okay. Our party is actually uniquely suited for this. Oh, we actually literally killed one of them. Okay. Just think of all the... 0 EXP? Fuck. I don't get any EXP if I murder them with Turn Undead. That's pretty rough. That right there is pretty rough. Well, unfortunately, it looks like I'm very concerned about how the hell we're gonna manage to clear that other thing. But that's fine. Okay, this is only like 5 skeletons. We're probably fine, right? We surprised the monsters. We're gonna just try to just do a full-on smack. I think this means we get a bonus round. I'm gonna just try to fight them. They're not doing a ton of damage. But they don't need to do a ton of damage, you know? Okay, we got one of them down. Do we actually have you use Dispel Undead? Just because I'm concerned. No. We don't need to. I am brave and strong. And I have full faith in my nameless, or I guess technically named, equally appropriately to anybody else in my party, priests. That is very concerning. I have 2 people in one-shot range. Love that for me. You're going to go ahead and heal yourself, and you're going to not heal yourself. You are going to heal yourself. Look at that. Wait, am I getting spells back? That's a concern. Oh, that's a 1? Don't love that for me. Alright, we're gonna try to just kill these. Nice. 3 damage. 0 damage. Love to see it. There we go. Good job, Sprinkle. Good job, Sprinkle. I believed in you the whole time. And each party member receives 25 GP? Wait a second. Is money... Is money split between the party? Wait, does that mean I have a shit ton of money? Can I just start bringing people back? I have 300. Okay, we're cooking. We have enough that I could visit the temple and resurrect French toast. And then we'll have 2 mealies. We go to the tavern. Nope, we don't go to the tavern. We go to the inn. Pancake is going to go to the stables, because it's safe. What, am I made of money? Plus 1 HP? That doesn't sound right. That... I think I might have gotten screwed there. Wait. This heals a certain amount of HP. That's not the amount of HP that I get. If I just rolled a 1 on a D10, because this amount of HP, starting out with 16 HP and getting 1 on my next level is not super promising to me. I feel like that's incredibly rude. Okay. So, priests. Do we have any priests that have any spell points now? Is the question. Do any of you assholes know how to cast spells? You do! Wait a second. And these 2 we removed from the party because they were out of spells, right? We might be okay. We might actually just be cooking right now. I think we're cooking. We're cooking now. So we need to get a little bit more money. But I think that as time passes, people just naturally recover their spell slots. So I don't have to rest to get my spell slots. I just have to spend time. Okay, 2 skeletons. That's easy to beat. Just watch as Cruller gets hit twice and dies instantly. It could happen. Okay, French toast with a decisive kill. French toast going ham. You know, ham goes well with French toast. Oh! We can inspect the chest. So, okay, you know what? Oh, you have a 1% chance to disarm now. Look at that. Let's go with... Do we loot this? Yes. That's 100 gold. Okay, okay. We are cooking now. It's a game of patience, huh? I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. That doesn't sound right to me. We have 200... Okay, so we're close. We're close. We're cooking. This is going to be interesting. Once I can get enough once I can get enough money to pick up my party again, I think gonna have to basically like grind out some levels down here. We need to get the bishop to at least level 2. Right? I'm hoping that at level 2 they get access to their healing spells. I'm very concerned about how much damage is coming out on each turn. You don't need to do a heal, actually, because we have a back row person to do that. Please? Okay, we're fine. Okay, you get the kill. Rude. That's very rude. You are not allowed to kill French toast, please. There we go. We got the kill. Perfect. French toast heals. And then we pull out of combat. We have a chest to inspect. Okay, you can do it. I believe in you. 16% certainty. That's definitely a crossbow bolt. Don't even worry about it. Okay. You know what? I believe you. You're probably correct. Let's go. Disarm that crossbow bolt. There ain't no trap at all. And we get 60 more bucks. That is enough to pull out another character, and we have a full front line again. We have the ability... Oh god, we're gonna do some stupid shit. You have no idea how dumb this is gonna be. It's gonna be great. Okay, so... We're not this adventurers in. We're gonna go to the tavern. We're gonna add... Do we add you to the party? No. We need a full front line first. So, Muffin, you're coming back out. Muffin's coming back out of the freezer. Okay. I was not happy with this nonsense until I was very happy with this nonsense. I'm now very happy with it. It reaches a degree of nonsense. Uh-oh, wait a second. Wait, why? Oh no. Why does nobody have any spell points? Did people recover their spell points because I leveled up with a character? That's not what happened, is it? I don't think that's what happened. That might be what happened. I think we need another set of priests. Okay. We're going to the training ground. We're creating some more priests. 7 attribute points. That's plenty. Okay, priest. This is a human? Human 2, let's go. What are you going to be named? What did we have as the... Let's see, we had some more. We had Apple Fritter. Apple Fritter. And we'll get an elf. And this elf will be a priest, and they're going to be evil. And we will name you... Key Lime. Let's see here. Yes, there are key lime flavored donuts. It's a whole thing. They're not really key lime flavored, but we don't need to worry about that part. We don't need to worry about that small detail. So what are you, dwarf? Okay, how about you? You can be... Do we have any new... Do we have a French toast? We do, right? It doesn't matter. You're a donut anyway. Donut... What are the nice, like, black ones called? I guess they're not black, they're brown, but, like, they're dark brown. They're like a chocolate type thing. I actually haven't used chocolate yet, so let's use chocolate. Ooh, but is it a eclair or is it really a donut, though? I'm, like, looking specifically for donuts. Though I did name bear clawed apple fritter, neither of which are donuts, but we don't need to worry about that. Don't worry your little head about me lying about what I'm doing. Maple bars. Well, we'll do eclair and maple bar after we have burned through our mana bar on these people. Oh god. Key lime. Excuse you. Oh god. Why are you so bad? Oh my god. Apple fritter. Oh god. I'm gonna run out of donuts real fast. That is true. That is true. Though, to be fair, I'm not running out of bodies. I'm just kind of running out of spell slots. It's really more just running out of spell slots than being like, okay, well, what do I do now? Okay. I think that we're fine to pop in here, pick a fight, and now we have 9 HP on Muffin, which is more than we had on any of these dopey spellcasters. So I think we'll be fine. We also... Actually, you know what we could do? Do we want to strip all the priests? Is that how we want to handle... Nah, we're not going to strip the priests. Don't worry about it. The priests are fine. They'll keep their... Okay, we're going to inspect the chests, and then there's definitely a teleporter here. No problem. Okay, so we'll disarm the trap. We'll do it with... Who is this, apple fritter? No trap at all. Easy peasy. Easiest trap of my life. Easiest to disarm trap. It was definitely a real trap. That was definitely there. And I definitely disarmed it. That's 5 humanoids, but the orcs are really weak. I feel like the orcs are even weaker than the kobolds. So we're probably fine. Unless we're not. That's not great. Damage is bad. I don't like taking damage. Okay, they're running away immediately. That's fine. We love that for them. There we go. Nailed it. Yeah, this is like running a campaign of God, what is that thing called? The famous like mincer in D&D. A 16% certainty of anti-priest. I'm sure you're fine. No problem. Okay, we got a bunch of money. We're gonna pop out of here, and we're gonna check to see if anybody has any spells. And if nobody has any spells, then we might be in some slight difficulty, but that's fine, because let's take a look at the tavern. Does anybody have any spells right now? I think I'm only getting spells when I rest, which is concerning. However, that's fine, because French Toast can take a nap at the stables, and I think that's going to restore everyone's spell slots for the entire party. Not just for the people that are on me right now. Speaking of which, does Chocolate need to cast some spells? No. I think I used all of my spells and healed for like 5 HP, right? Seemingly, yes. Okay. We're popping back out of here. Now, we're going to restore our spell points by sleeping in the stables, and then everyone, including the people who aren't with the party, I believe, will do this. 1 hit point. Did my fucking vitality go down? Video game. Did my vitality just go down when I leveled? How fucking dare you? How dare you do this to me? I have no idea, Striker. I have 0 idea how this game works. I'm going in pretty much blind. I played Wizardry 7 a couple of times. I beat the game, which, you know, I think that's cool. We beat that game, and I recognize some of the classes. Right, I recognize the bishop. The bishop does not work how I expected it to. Can tell you that much. I was expecting to have access to some healing spells. Wait, okay, so wait, no, you don't have any spells, and you don't have any spells. And you don't. So how did I restore my spells earlier? Because everybody got their spells back, right? How does this game work? How do you work, friend? Okay, it doesn't matter how this game works. It doesn't matter. If we get down to 5 HP, we're making some more priests. That's just the world that we live in, you know. If you gotta do what you gotta do, and what you gotta do is make more priests, I guess. Okay, we got an encounter with some humanoids. It's fine. Okay, so pancake, French toast, muffin. You don't have any spells. You don't have any spell divided here. Okay. Oh god, for want of a... Okay, there we go. We are cooking. Kind of. One of the kobolds is fleeing. 2 of the kobolds are fleeing. Okay, well... We're not gonna get shit for that, and we lost a bunch of HP there, which is fine. Just absolutely fine. Still have no spell slots. I'm very concerned about the fact that French Toast is down to 6 HP now. Let's visit the tavern. How do I get my spells back? You know what? I have a foolproof method of getting more priest spells. Okay, let's go. What was the last one that we created? Did we create a gnome? I think we just created a human, an elf, and a dwarf, right? I believe so. I think these 3 are the ones that we created the most recently. We're going gnome. Max piety gnome. Okay. You're gonna be an evil priest, because they're all evil, obviously. And then we will call you... you know what? We'll call you Cherry-Filled, because you just have, like, vaguely reddish hair, so we'll go with Cherry-Filled. And then we still have the Eclair and the Maple Bars, so we maybe make the Halfling Eclair. Look at us using names. You know what? You even look kind of maple-filled. What was it called? Maple something? Maple bar. then we don't need a third. I think this is actually the way that it's supposed to work. Like, weirdly, like, unironically, I do actually think this is the way that you're supposed to play the game. I think you're meant to play as a cadre of just, like, a swarm of adventurers. So, to give you an idea, I can leave party members in the dungeon. So, if I go into the dungeon, here, I'll show you. If I go into the dungeon here, I have the ability to use the camp menu. Is it the camp menu I'm looking for? Where was it? Where was it? There was a button I could use. Shift again. So I can return to town and leave the party here. See? Would you like to leave your party in the maze and return to town? So I'm like the ghostly apparition whose job is to manage all of these various adventuring parties who are in various parts of the maze, right? So, like, what I can do is leave party members. Like, I could leave a bunch of priests just chilling right here. And in theory, they'll just chill here and be safe as long as I don't move them. So I can, like, create, like, chains of nonsense. I don't think you're meant to just make 6 party members and then walk from the top of the maze to the bottom of the maze. I think it's... What is... Like, there's... I've seen a couple of actual plays of where people are replicating the style of this, but there's, like, a type of D&D campaign where you just have 15 players at the table, and every player at the table has 10 characters that they've pre-rolled. And when one character dies, they just roll up the next character. Like, they just bring the next character in. They don't roll them up because it would take too much time. They just bring the next character in. This character's dead. They're just, like, going through the dungeon like a mincer, right? And that's I think how you're meant to play this game, crazily enough. Which is delightful, because you just don't see anybody play anything that way. That is simply not how it's done anymore. We need to bring back the classics, bring back the mincer campaigns where the party has no ability to roleplay or keep a consistent character from 1 minute to the next because they're just cycling through a swarm of party members. But yeah, so based off of my understanding of, like, some stuff that I was too young for, right? Because, like, D&D came out in, like, the 80s, I think? Or I think it's the 80s. I don't think it was in the 70s. And so there's a bunch of stuff that I just fully missed out on, right? Like, when the Red Box or whatever came out, right? When I was, like, I don't know, however old I was when the Red Box came out. Like, that was a second edition thing, right? Like, first edition was this ancient system where if you got poisoned, you just died. There were, like, save or die effects was, like, every creature and every trap had the ability to simply kill you instantaneously, and was very likely to do so. Right, like that was the dynamic for D&D back in the day, and this is a very old game. Wizardry 1 is so old. It might not look it because of the graphics, but the graphics are added on. I think the thing in the bottom right corner was the entire game. So Wizardry, what is this called? Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord release date. 1981. This game, and this is something that, like, it's built off of the actual game. So this down here, I think, is, like, actually the code that this is all interpreted off of, right? It's actually running the original game, which is very cool. They have a few things that you can change in the settings here to change like some of the settings to make them more modern, but like they are modding the original. It's like from the Apple II or something like that, right? Like this is like we're running the original Apple II program. Presumably, it's got like some sort of virtual machine that it's running for the executable. It can't be too hard to run an Apple II at this point. But yeah, this game came out in '81. This, I have never said this before, this game is older than me. This game is unironically 4 years older than I am. I don't play games that old. This game is older than me. It's wild. I love it. I'm actually really enjoying this. Just seeing the kind of like, oh shit. Do we assume the backline can't hit me? And just assume that this is going to go great for me? Yes. I'm sure this will be fine. The thing is that if I kill one of them, the rest of them are very likely to run, I think? Maybe not. Maybe I need to kill a certain percentage of them. If I need to kill a certain percentage of them, we're in trouble. Because we're taking a lot of damage. There's like 8 enemies here. I probably gonna lose a character here. Got a kobold down. We did not kill an orc. French toast is targeted again. Okay, that's pancake. That's fine. Okay, we block. Muffin, not great. It's better than French toast. French toast has a single hit point. I need you all to run the fuck away from me. You know, we are going to go all in, and we're going to go all in on just the front line. My goal... Oh, no. Okay, we killed one of them. Pancake takes damage. French toast is dead. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. They've switched the front and the back line. Man, do I wish I could do that. Oh my god, Muffin's down too. This is so rough. Usually I'm annoyed because they keep running away from me, and this time they haven't run away from me at all. Okay, Pancake gets the kill. Mabel gets the kill. Please? Okay, if nobody attacks Pancake, we're okay. If anybody attacks Pancake, we're not okay. Because if Pancake goes down... Fuck! Pancake doesn't get an EXP. It's just these spoony priests. It's just temp characters getting EXP. Oh god, we're now 750 gold in the fucking deficit from that. Ooh god, that was rough. But yeah, I think that D&D as a combat puzzle is kind of fun. I do think that the original was just mean-spirited. Like, you need to have more interesting puzzles than, oh, you walk into a room, no saving throw, the first person in your party dies. Oh, you walked into a different room? Oh, okay, the second person in your formation dies. Right, like... That was kind of how OG D&D was built. It was like such a mincer for like, oh my god, you just lost. You lost more stats than you gained. You lost more stats than you gained, Chocolate. Come on, man. Okay, well, that's fine. We're picking up Pancake. Pancake requires more money to... Oh, no! It's based off of your level. Oh, fuck. Oh, we're so boned. Oh, we're never getting out of this. Oh, no, we're never pulling out of this death spiral. As soon as I got to that room, I should have just been like, oh. Wait, we just died a bunch of times. Oh, God, how many deaths have we missed? We have at least another +3. Did we miss any others? Who's dead? Did any of the priests die? We haven't had a death in a while, right? It's just these 3 who died just now, and then... Okay. Yeah, the plus 8 chocolate does now have enough durability to survive a hit. Hey, you know, maybe we buy some stuff. Maybe we do that. Maybe that's what we do. Fuck me. Okay, so we need to visit the tavern. We need to remove all of the corpses from the party. We did pick up one of our actual characters, right? Churro is fine. Okay, so we bring Churro back into the party. And then, do any of you have any spell slots? None of you have spell slots. I feel like I definitely got spell slots before on characters that had used their spell slots. We're on human again, right? Don't worry about it. Oh boy. Let's see. Wait, can I just scroll? Is that why I'm not seeing the things that I'm looking for? We're on human, right? Okay, so you. What do we name you? I think I maybe call you Oreo. Because Oreo... no. Oreo donuts don't look like that. They don't have the, like, separation of the color schemes. It's like the exterior coats the interior as opposed to it being a dual thing. What were we working on? We had another one. Did we do a bear claw already? We did. Oh god, are we out again? I am running out of donuts fast. Let's see here. I guess we just haven't made a plain sugar donut. You know what? You know what we haven't made is a plain donut. We have not made a plain donut, so let's just say plain. And then, is a Long John a type of donut? Ooh, mochi donut? This is the nice thing about donuts, is you'll never run out of donuts. You'll never run out of donuts, because if there's a thing that is vaguely related to a food or a person's name, it's a type of donut. You know what I'm going to run out of is portraits. Let's call you Long John. You look like Long John. I actually have a cruller, it's just that I didn't spell it correctly. I spelled it crueler. Don't worry about it. We'll pretend it's a pun. Let's see here. Okay, so, do any of you assholes have any spells? Probably not, right? Alright, so, you come into the party, you come into the party, you come into the party. This is so funny. Donut hole. Ooh, donut holes. Ooh, donut holes are so good, though. Boston cream. That's one of the things that I was looking for earlier. In terms of, like, the naming conventions. So I actually don't know why I feel like I got all of my spells back on the characters that were in town. Did I just not cast any spells with the people in town? Because that would be really unfortunate if that's why I was fine. It's also going to be very funny if the... Oh, fuck. Oh, we just need to run. We just need to run. Like, there's... No. Run away immediately. Yes, 100%. Get the fuck out of there. We're not killing that many enemies. No siree. No siree. We're not falling for that trap again. No siree, Bob. Or no siree, John, I guess. How are we feeling about this? 5 skeletons? I think this is perfectly reasonable. We can handle this. We might not be able to handle this, but we can try. Let's see here. What do you do? Oh, this reveals secret doors. Huh. -1 AC bonus for the party, for their whole encounter. So what is this if not AC? Should I maybe just nuke some of you, actually? I think I'm just gonna dispel undead with 2 people, 3 people. Because it just makes sense to me. This reduces the amount of damage that I'm gonna take by a massive proportion. I don't have any frontliners, really. I have Churro, right? And Chocolate has a lot of HP, but is an HP sponge. We don't have the mitigate. Wait, why does Churro have no mitigation either? Churro, did you lose your shit? Okay, 1 point of damage on someone who isn't Sugar. I imagine that when Sugar triggers a trap, they go, "Ah, Sugar!" They're like a Pokemon. Or maybe everybody else goes, "Ah, Sugar!" That's probably more likely. Okay, so we get the kill there. If these things run away on turn 1, I'm gonna be so annoyed. It's like, the ones that I need to run away from... I'm so upset. I can't even talk to you right now. Rude. Simply rude. Simply rude. Okay, so let's inspect the chest. You did such a great job last time. Let's have you do it again. Disarm that. Okay, that's a blade strap. 7 damage kills plane. What the fuck, man? I can't leave the first room. I can't escape the first room. Oh my god. You know, it's funny. Is it just me, or is this game, like, way harsher than, God, what are those roguelikes called? Is it Dark and Darker? Is that what it's called? What is the... Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon. Is it just me, or is this way harsher than Darkest Dungeon? Because it's like, clearly Darkest Dungeon is based off of this, right? Like, this is what Darkest Dungeon is based off of. This feels way, way crueler than Darkest Dungeon, though. Okay, you know what, Plain? You're very plain. I am, in fact, going to just delete Plain. You know what? Do I steal Plain? Oh, wait. We are going to delete Plain. We're going to steal Plain's shit, though, I think. Can I steal Plain's stuff? let's sell everything that Plane is just sitting on. Plane, you don't need your base anymore. You're dead. Dead people don't. Oh my god, you have so much money available for me to just fully steal from you? Okay, can I sell your body by any chance? Because there are some video games where that's an option, you know? Okay, Plane is deleted and is getting recreated. Plane was what, an elf, I think? Don't worry about it. I'm not going to be making a habit of stealing people's gear, but we are in fact remaking Plane. We're just fully remaking them. If one of the priests dies, I am selling their equipment and deleting them and recreating them. Just full on. That is what we're doing with the priests. So I'm going to be trying to avoid getting the priests killed. Right? Especially because I can level up the priests. The priests are going to be higher level than my actual proper party pretty soon, which is pretty funny. Speaking of which, let's visit the temple. We can't resurrect Pancake. We can resurrect Waffle, which doesn't help me any. I got the front line and then got them killed because I thought, surely I can fight enemies in this first room here. What's the worst that could happen? Do you think the game scales based off of my actual character level? Do you think it's going to be that mean? I think it's going to be that mean. That's my interpretation here. I've seen that pack twice now. Since I started leveling characters up, I think I might be in trouble, y'all. Okay, so Muffin is alive. So we enter the maze, and then we're going to burn through all of our mana on Maple Bar. Maple Bar doesn't have any mana. Well, that makes my life easier. So, Sugar. You can cast a heal on Muffin. Churro doesn't have any heals. I'm not going to cast with Chocolate. Chocolate doesn't need to cast, but we will level up Maple Bar. Maple Bar will then... I can't believe Maple Bar is leveling up before any of the people... I mean, not any. Oh my god, Maple Bar! God tier? Oh my god, 2 HP? What? Best character ever? No negative stats? What is this? Never before seen top tier behavior from our dear friend Maple Bar. The really funny thing is that I think that randomized stat gains is like a thing on there, so it is very funny to think that, like, I wonder how much I would be getting per level if I just took the, like, preset amount. You know? Okay, we are just going to heal twice with Maple Bar, which is potentially a mistake, but we're not going to worry about it too much. Alright, we're then going to pop back out of here, and then Long John and Sugar. Don't fall in love with your characters. Fuck you, game. I'll fall in love with all my characters. Every single one of these stupid bitches is... Don't worry about it. I am very good and nice and kind to all of my party members. They get exactly the amount of respect they deserve. Wait, Maple Bar is... Why is Maple Bar so low on ace? Give me a second. Wait, why is Churro so low on ace? Wait, Maple Bar is one of the priests. Okay, so Churro... I saw someone with a look that I thought was cool, and I was like, wait a second, that can't be... Okay. We need to figure out what's going on with Churro. So let's enter the maze and look at what Churro's gear looks like, because Churro maybe lost their armor or their shield or something in the maze. Because they did die, and... Let's see... Why is your AC worse than Muffin's? Wait. Is your AC better? Your AC is better than Muffin. It is actually a -3. You know what, that does check out. The game did tell me. The game did in fact tell me. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay, give this shit to Muffin. Then Muffin will equip it. There we go. Okay, so 4 AC is actually the correct amount of AC. The priests are actually god tier. It turns out that they're doing things the correct way. Okay, we pop in here. We get an encounter. 2 skeletons. We've got this. I believe in us. I think we can beat these without any trouble. Famous last word. Four damage on chocolate? Fuck me. We got it. We did it, not with no trouble, but we did get it. Okay, we get like no EXP. Love that for me. We're gonna inspect this with you. We're going to try to disarm it with one of the people who has a 1% disarm chance. Let's go. I believe in you. That 6 damage. Oh my god, that did so much damage. The last blaze traps were saying that the party takes damage, but they only actually hurt one character. This time it was like, the party actually did in fact take damage. But that's fine. Oh, chocolate, you beautiful, beautiful bastard. Good job. Good job. How are we doing on money? How do we feel about money? Do we feel above 250 worth of money? No, we don't feel even close to 250 worth of money, actually. Not even a little close. But yeah, I want to keep these priests alive. You are not able to cast spells. You are also not able to cast spells. So you are just kind of dead weight right now. 3 slimes, I think we can handle this. We're looking to level up Churro and Muffin. And if we can level them up a few more times, then something good might happen. Okay, bubbly slime. 2 bubbly slimes dead. Look at us. Look at us getting the bubbly slime bubble. I'm really enjoying this. This is not in my normal wheelhouse for things that I would enjoy, but Jesus Christ! We need a whole slew of new priests just to deal with that, probably. Okay, Maple Bar can actually cast a bunch of heals right now. Maple Bar, come on. You can't do me like this, Maple Bar. Maple Bar. You can't dedicate all of your heals just to healing yourself for 3 damage. Oh man, the D8. The D8 is rough. You're also out? Oh, chocolate. No, this is... scared the crap out of me. I was like, how is chocolate out of spells? I haven't used any of them. And, I guess throw it. Okay, we're fine. So, picking up chests has definitely proven to be good for me and not bad. I'm definitely getting a net gain from chests and not a net loss. This is definitely a true fact about our world. Okay, so if I remove the 2 of you from my party, and then I look at everybody else... Okay, Plane does have spells for some reason. I can't imagine why. I can't believe that I have to actually level up to get these spells back. I feel like there's gotta be a mechanic later on that will allow me to regenerate spells without having to literally level up. Okay, so Plane is honestly we're done with you, Plane. I think I'm gonna drop Maple Bar and Plane from the party. Just to consolidate EXP into these 2. Because the backliners aren't doing anything anyway. Unless they, you know, have spell slots. So but how am I gonna get spell slots if I don't level up the I need to level up the priests. Any one of them might not make it. The important thing is the amulet. You know, I feel like the important thing is the friends we made along the way, and we're making lots of friends. We're making lots of friends. So I feel like we're doing it. It's great. Okay. Cherry-Filled joins the party because Cherry-Filled is about to level up. And you know what? You're about to level up probably. Maybe I should bring should we bring Danish in the party? So that we can loot chests? You know what? Let's bring Danish in the party. Let's see if Danish dies instantaneously. I kind of like the idea of Danish just being the character that comes in just to rescue the party. But having Danish actually, like, I don't know, finding traps might be useful. Okay, 2 slimes. I think we can handle this. So parrying looks like it gives me, what, like 2 AC or something? Okay, the miss. I love the miss. I love me some misses, and I love me some getting all of the slimes killed without taking a single point of damage. And now we get a chest. And now we go, hey buddy, you have a 95% chance. Can you disarm this? 71%? I have full faith in you. There is a decent chance, there's a 29% chance this does damage to the party. If it does, there's a decent chance it kills him outright. We're golden. We're golden. Literally, we just got a bunch of gold. Okay. We're cooking now. Do we bring in... Okay, we are getting close to the ability to resurrect somebody, but do we resurrect... I think we need to resurrect our bishop. Right? I have no idea how you're supposed to manage to clear this game. The fact that characters only... Like, characters can only rest by killing enemies? I actually am upset that I haven't played this game before. The fact that you can't rest unless you're leveling up... I wasn't trying to reference this game when I made that rule set for Might and Magic. That was not the intention. Oh my god, I'm getting fucking obliterated by these kobolds. Oh, shit. Okay, we got one of them. The other one runs away. Chocolate is in one-shot range. I have concerns. You are never going to have higher than a 95% chance, are you? Okay. We have 2 more characters ready to level up. Let's get the hell out of here. We level up Cherry-Filled. We level up the other one. This is so like a balanced party is well. Shut up! don't talk shit, video game. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, Muffin! Oh, Muffin, you beautiful, beautiful Muffin. Oh, that makes me so happy. I knew there was a reason I liked you, Muffin. Okay, Muffin gets the... Wait. 1 new divine spell point? 1 tier 1 spell point? And 1 new spell... Do they get a random number of spells? Do they get a random spell access? Is this what I've been seeing right now? Cherryfield, do you have 3? Oh my god, you can only cast 3 spells. Honestly, Cherryfield, I am tempted to murder you and replace you with a direct copy of your level 1 self, because right now you're level 2 and you're basically level 1. What am I even doing with you right now? And you don't even have any spell slots. Cherryfield, you got some splaining to do. Alright, we're removing Cherryfield from the party. Do we have anybody we can add to the party? Okay, we actually have over 250. We can replace... I think we might need to add some new priests. Do we keep adding new priests? We do, because it's funnier that way. We're going to keep adding new priests until a priest dies, and then the priest gets replaced when they die. But that's fine. Maybe I put some of the priests that I really don't like on the front line. The one that just gained 1 extra spell from leveling up. Excuse me. We need to get Waffle back up. Waffle does in fact need to be resurrected. I need to get Waffle... Hey, Temple? I'm noticing that you didn't actually resurrect my party member here. Why are you taking my money, bruh? I'm noticing that you took my money, but you didn't do the thing that I paid you to do. Is the thing. See, that's the thing about this, is that when I pay you money... The money is very important, by the way. I shouldn't have been covering it up. When I pay you money, you're supposed to do things. And now it seems like you're willing to pay... Now that you've destroyed the body of my friend, you're telling me it's going to cost more? Oh my god, I can't actually make more priests. I literally cannot make more priests. Okay. Well, you know what? That makes my life easier. Okay, who was it that just leveled up terribly? Was it Maple Bar? Who was it? Was it Cherryfield? I think it was Cherryfield, right? Well, I can't even see what their maxims are. I cannot believe that just happened. It's also, it's absolutely insane that I can't, there's 0 rest mechanic in this game. I was thinking, oh, okay, I guess I just am supposed to rest in the thing, but no. If I enter the maze and I go to the camp menu, I can remove characters from the party, I can return to town, I can select a character to do individual character actions, but there isn't a, sleep button. Though it would be funny if just entering the camp menu did that. It just gave me all my spells back. I don't think that they're that nice. They are not, in fact, that nice. Okay, so how the hell am I supposed to... Okay. Okay, I think we need to start churning through priests. I think that's what we have to do. Okay, custard. Long John. Danish. Chocolate. Chocolate, how close are you to hitting level 3? Guess I need to go into the maze to be able to check my character stats without using the finger menu. You're actually super close to level 3. So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna try to get a level 3 chocolate. We have 3 small humanoids. We should be able to make this happen. If chocolate could just go down in 1 hit here. That's a miss. That's a miss. Oh my god. Okay, it's very rude that you're running away before I've even killed any of you, when none of you ran away in that entire long-ass battle. I'm very upset with you. You only have 2 HP. I'm now realizing why you might be running away. You have like D4 HP or something, maybe? Maybe D8. I don't think it's as high as D8. Okay. Actually, wait, there is no trick. Okay. So, chocolate is level 3. We got one of our priests up before we got any of our characters that we actually care about. It's fine. It's fine. Plus 4 spell points? Hello, chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Well now. Chocolate. This is my first AC 4th thinger. Monsters have a chance to resist when making a successful saving throw. Because this is like a sleep spell. Okay. -2 bonus to AC for the entire party. I'm noticing that the spell slots are separated by spell level. So there's a very good chance that chocolate will still be completely incapable of doing what I want them to do. That's fine. Okay, this is alarming. I'm going to try to do this. We're going to cast... Blessing and Zeal. This gives 2 AC bonus to the entire party. And that seems like probably enough to substantially reduce the odds of them actually hitting me. Okay, Churro kills the slime. 2 of the orcs flee. And it's also very funny that 2 of them ran away. Again, like, I don't even think that it's... I don't think there was anything about that pack that necessarily meant that they were less likely to flee. I think I kind of just got boned there. Okay, Churro kills the orc. We took a little bit of damage there, but this is probably well worth it. Okay. That's actually good amount of money. So what would I want to buy other than party members coming back? I can buy a staff +2, but like all of this stuff is just stuff that I get for free, basically. Oh wait, plate mail. So I could get plate if I got $750. A helm actually gives a 1 AC bonus. Wait a second. Do we... buy these? A helmet is really cheap. I could buy 2 helmets pretty easily. For Churro and Muffin. Unfortunately, I haven't found any items at all. I believe I found none so far. It says there's a bunch of treasure and renown promised to those who venture forth, but I don't think that's true. I don't think that there is, in fact, a bunch of treasure and renown to be had down here. I think it's just death. Monster surprise, you know. There's no way that the game requires you to level up to restore your spell slots. Right? That would be crazy.
Oh my god, Danish.
You know, I did say there was a decent chance that it was going to happen. Oh my god, that did not pay for itself. We don't even have enough to revive Danish. Oh my god. My life is sad. Yeah, like there's no shot, right? There's no shot that this is the only way to heal. Right? Am I crazy? Like, there's no way that you can only regenerate spell points by leveling. That would be total madness. There has to be some other... Because otherwise, like, what? Like, your spellcasters can cast, like, 2 spells and then they're done for... the rest of their entire level? Okay, Danish can be revived. We do need to revive Danish first, because Danish is going to give me money when Danish is revived. Danish allows me to... Of course, we might not succeed. If you assholes melt another... Oh my fucking god. They melted another party member. Priests, man. Oh, these fucking priests. Okay, so Danish gets removed from the party. We go back a bit. Let's add somebody to the party. You know, tomorrow we might just start fresh. We might actually start fresh tomorrow with our understanding that we need to be very, very careful and not get ourselves in a death spiral at the very beginning. Oh, wait. Pretty sure there was another death in there somewhere. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Look, don't get too attached, y'all. Don't get too attached to your characters, because they... Oh my god, Pancake was less than 90 EXP for level 3. Less than 90 EXP for level 3. That's so rough. That's so rough. That's... Oh, man. It's cruel. You know? Like, it's not nice. Okay, well, you know what, Churro, you can level up. Okay, you lost the most important stat to you, but plus 3 HP? Okay, you know what, Churro? The Royal Suite costs 500 and heals 10 HP when you level up. That doesn't make any sense. Wait. Wait. It gives you an error message, but it does do the thing. Oh god, okay. Wait. So we're restarting. Okay, we don't actually need a cavalcade of priests. We don't look. We're starting a new game. Less certain death. Oh wait, we can't do less certain death. We're gonna do the more complex layouts. We are going to configure the options. We're going to go with original, and we will save and exit. Okay, so we're going to create a bunch of characters. You can go away, don't worry about it. We are going to visit the training grounds. We're going to create a new... Actually, do we just... No. We're going to start from scratch. We now have an idea of how this game works, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. Do we create a party of samurai with the knowledge that that doesn't actually make any sense to do? Yes, we're going to start it at the very least. So, we're going to get... I'm actually tempted because of how... how crazy the system is for this. I'm actually very tempted to do the thing. What did we name our halfling before? We're doing the halfling first. Okay. Agility. Do samurai. We are going to go with good. Wait. Why are Lord and Ninja not available? Because I can't multi-class. I don't know. I must need to unlock them somehow. What was this? This is a halfling. What do we name our halfling? You were the halfling, and your name was French Toast, who we never got back to using because my life was sad. Now, if I make a bishop, I'm still not going to have the ability to what's the word? I'm still not going to have the ability to heal at level 1. But I'm going to do a couple of alterations to my build, and more importantly, I'm not going to walk through that door. Those are the big important things. I'm going to change my build slightly. Is that the friends entering the building? I think that might be the friends entering. Give me a second. I'm going to check on the birds again. Yes. Hello. Yes, you're very cute. It was the birds. And this is the first time that the coward and the brave one have actually been in the exact same location. It's never happened before. I have no idea which one was which. There's one that's always like 5 feet behind the other one and closer to the entrance, who books it way faster. And this time they were both hanging out on the sheet. The baking sheet. That I need to now clean, which I need to clean anyway. Birds, what are you gonna do? Am I right? Because you can't just like leave. You can't leave your window closed. You can't just. One cannot simply leave their window closed in Singapore. It's not a good idea. Let's see. We're trying to do the human now, and do we want to roll like the additional +10 for every character, considering that I'm going to be trying to do everything just the 6? I am tempted to. I think I only had 2 characters that strictly needed it. It's a 1 in 100 roll. It'd be nice to get... I can't believe I rolled this many 20s, actually. Since getting the last 20-something. It's quite a few. It's very funny that you can't roll a 30. Because it's like, oh, if you rolled a 4 and you rolled the 1d11 and got that, then it sucks to be you. You can't get the additional 1d11. It's a little under a 1% chance. And I don't care about the additional, like, 3 points or whatever. That's not really relevant. I am tempted to create a cadre of priests that I leave around as well. I think that would both be funny and useful. So I think we are going to do that. That is so funny, though, that I'm like, oh, apparently it won't let me do it. And then I noticed that I got 1 HP back when I clicked that button, and I was like, oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh no, why am I an idiot? I can't believe for like 2 hours I've been working off the assumption that I literally can't rest. Okay, humans excel at nothing, they suck. But because they suck, they need to be particularly talented to get access to the samurai class at all. And let's just take the agility. Okay, samurai, neutral. This is the human. Human was pancake, right? Okay. And those are the only 2 characters that actually strictly need that kind of a stat total. But considering that I have the possibility to actually lose stats when I level up, I feel like I want to give everybody the crazy stats. It doesn't take that long to roll it. Like it took maybe what, like a minute or 2 to roll that just now. Here, let's. What is it? What's the button I'm looking for? Why are you? Oh, because I'm not using the number. We'll see how long it takes to roll this one, but it's going to be very variable. The nat 20s are nice. They're not good enough. Not good enough. I actually have no idea how big of a difference +7 to my base stats makes, because I don't even know how the mechanics work. Let's see. $28. Okay. Let's see. We've done the human. Let's do the elf now. Did we do the elf? Yeah, let's do the elf. I feel like your luck is garbage. I think I'm gonna pump int and piety on this one because we have so many extra stats to play with that I think it makes sense to pump both of these because I need int and piety for the samurai for some reason, and I feel like I'm a little concerned that I'm not going to be able to cast spells if I don't have high enough stats. So this is the elf, and who did we use for you? we use this? No, we didn't use this portrait. We didn't use... What are we naming people off of? Pow is not... Pow is savory. This is, the hair kind of looks like Pow, but we're not doing Pow. Wait, what? I don't remember which... It's been so long since my elf was alive, I think, that I don't even remember which elf I used. Huh. I think I might actually just pick a random portrait. Was it you? I don't think so. You know what? I'll just name you Pal for now. It's fine. Let's see here. So that's you. I should probably go check the other save file. And then we can select certain death. We load this game, and then we can take a look at our characters. So we have Pancake, who is... Oh, Pancake was the elf, but had a human model. I forgot about that. Okay, so Muffin is the human... Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Got it. Yeah, that checks out. Okay. So... Churro is obviously Churro. That makes sense. So we had Waffle and Croissant. Okay. Okay, we quit to the title menu. Let's see, how long has it been? It's been 5 minutes, and I have since dicked around with other things. So, we load this. So we're going to the training grounds. We're going to edit our characters. So you are an elf samurai. So Pancake gets... This is not Pancake. That's what we established. So this was Muffin, and they use... this human portrait. Okay. And then this is Pancake, and they use a different human portrait that covers the ears, so it could just as easily... No, this is the wrong one. This is the angry Pancake, not the like, I don't know, slightly less angry Pancake. Still kind of looks angry. I don't know. I cannot possibly parse what that expression is supposed to be. I actually might need to go down. Let's go. Okay, we still have 9 stat points to play with on you. It'd be kind of funny to make the dwarf super agile, and I think I'm going to. Our dwarf character gets 18 agility, why not? Confirm, and then samurai, and then neutral, and then... Wait. Shit. Wait, no. This has to be not a samurai. This has to be the bishop, because we already created the dwarf samurai. Okay, so... I'm actually going to max out int and piety. And we will increase our agility and... Do we need to increase our luck? Let's increase our vitality. So this is our bishop. They are going to be evil, because of course. Then they are... This is halflings. This is not what I'm looking for. This is waffle. Okay, waffle's been added. Let's look at who we have right now. We didn't make our dwarf yet, actually. I stand corrected. So that's fine though. So we just are looking for a dwarf and a gnome. And I don't remember what they were called, but that's fine. I'm sure I'll be able to just immediately identify them based off of just glancing at the portraits. That's a halfling. So yeah, we need a gnome. I'm tempted to not allow myself to create any other characters, to go the exact opposite direction here. The issue with doing that is the fact that I'm not going to have... I'm now realizing that I do in fact need to have a rogue, because the rogues are the only characters who can disarm traps. So I actually do need to recreate Danish at some point. So maybe I don't make a dwarf samurai. My only dwarf is Waffle, who has 4 hit points. I love that for me. These random stats are great and lovely and not painful at all. 27 stat points and 4 HP. Actually, I think it was 28. Real rough. So what are we making? We're making our gnome samurai. I'm so embarrassed that I didn't notice that was working, even though that I wasn't giving feedback that indicated that it was working. I should have noticed it when I clicked on the thing that gave HP. That's real embarrassing. Okay. Yeah, we're going for the gnome. And do we want a gnome samurai? It would be nice to have a lord, but I don't think I can make a lord. I could make 2 bishops, which might be kind of fun. Because I can only have 2 melees anyway. Any day now. We're at 12 minutes on character creation right now, that's fine. Now, is it on all my character creation? No, it's just 1 character that we have to show for it so far, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. It's all fine. It's super interesting that the bishop doesn't get both spell types at level 1. I'm curious if they get access to like mage spells at odd levels and priest spells at even levels. But what am I doing here? Am I making another samurai that doesn't actually serve much purpose, or am I making another bishop? I think I'm making a bishop. We're gonna be a little bit less silly about how we arrange ourselves here. So we have another evil bishop. And oh yeah, it was Cruller. Or sorry, not Cruller. It was Churro. Do we want Churro to be a bishop? No, Churro can't be a bishop. Churros are too good to be bishops. No. An evil Churro? No. We were correct the first time. We were correct the first time. We were correct off the jump. Alright, do we max out agility review? Yeah, let's do this. I like this setup. Who's our gnome? Then you see the hair and you're like, that's a churro right there. Okay, so we have one more character to make, and we could do a funny and just give them 7 attribute points to play with because they're just a rogue, so who cares? But I would in fact like to max out their agility and luck. I don't know if agility and luck do anything super valuable for them, but Danish is going to get at least like, I don't know. Let's go for at least 20. As long as we get at least 20 points, we can max out both agility and luck. We don't need 20 for that, we only need 19 for that, but that's beside the point. Okay, that's 20. That's good enough. That's good enough for Danish. Don't worry about it. Okay, Danish. You know, it would be nice for Danish to actually have some vitality now that I think about it, because Danish did die instantaneously the first time they failed to disarm a trap, but you know what? We don't need to worry about it. Okay. We have our full party. We're going to add Churro and Danish to the party. And we are ready to enter the maze, I believe. No, we're not. We're not quite ready, because we're going to immediately, right off the bat, we've established that this game is some bullshit, and I don't get, like, any AC. Like, no loot drops ever, actually. This place that's supposed to be full of cool loot actually just doesn't have any loot at all. It just has gold. So, we're golden. Alright. So, we're popping over here. We're opening this door. We get an encounter with 5 small humanoids. We should be able to trivially defeat them. But yeah, I'm super concerned about Waffle. That's really good. Oh my god, that's so much damage already. We need to get Churro in the front line. Do I just... You know what? I'm just going to cast Bad Air. There's no reason not to, because I think I can just... Okay, one of them fell asleep. You know, one's better than nothing. Oh my god, if Pancake dies in the first combat... After, like... I've been taking this fight with way worse setup. Very consistently. I never have to heal during this fight. Please. Okay, that's one dead. That one's asleep? Question mark. Rough. You're 95% certain that there's no trap, huh? Churro? Okay. Okay, there wasn't a trap. We're fine. Unfortunately, we do need to... Actually, no, it's the character. No, it isn't. Here we go. We pop out. Don't fall in love with your characters. It's too late. It's too late. So Waffle can stay in the stables for free and still regenerate their spells, which means that I now have access to my spells again. I can jump into here. Nothing in there right now. Four? Are you kidding me right now? Video game. The monster surprise. I cannot fucking believe the audacity of this video game. The audacity. The sheer audacity to do this to me. Okay, we're gonna cast Bad Air on the front line. And you're gonna guard. I have the ability to cast, like, sleep spells and shit, so... 3 of them fell asleep. With them asleep, we should be able to trivially take them out. So... Okay, got one dead. That's enough. Okay. Look, having a spellcaster who can cast spells is good, actually. We don't even have a chest in here. Holy shit, okay. That was just a full-on murder spree of horrifying monstrosities. Alright, that's fine. That's all fine. How much money do we have now? We have a pretty good amount of money now. So we can visit the store. We can pick up another helm. Oh, because I forgot to give it to the right character, so... I need to go into the maze, I think, to actually hand characters off. Let's see here. So, French toast, item. Give to party member Churro. So Churro now has a helmet and has now got it equipped. No, does not have it equipped. We equip this. Nailed it. So we need a glove and a belt equipped to be full up on our slots. What else do we need to do right now? I feel like We maybe visit the inn and heal. Why is this less efficient? What's the point? What's the disadvantage of resting that I'm not understanding? Because why would this cost 1 HP per stay? Or give me 1 HP for 10, but this gives me 3 for 50. Why would I want to do this? This is just objectively a worse deal the further along it goes, right? What's the point? Because I could just click the button multiple times. I don't understand. Maybe I'm not meant to understand. Maybe such things are meant to be beyond me. Who knows? Let's see. We don't have the ability to heal yet. Oh wait, we did not reconstitute Waffle's spells. So we need Waffle to visit the inn. Okay, Waffle has visited the inn. Let's check this room again. Okay, we get 3 slimes. Easy peasy. And just a little bit cheesy. I'm not going to do any spell casting for these because it's probably not worth it. We get through with no casualties, no resources used. And we do inspect this with you. You say that there's no trap. And I guess French Toast is going to have to find out. Okay. We get a fuck ton of money. Love to get all that money. Let's see here. I don't think there's anything else that's super cheap for me to get. But what I need to get is better armor. Oh, no. What are the leather-clad men doing this early? I'm probably just dead. Am I just gonna die? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm actually just going to full-on die here. Well, you know what? We're at the end of stream. I guess that's it for today. We'll come back to this tomorrow. And I did just Alt F4, so that did not save. That is the first time that I have run into a pack that included those enemies that early, and I am not salty about it. I don't know what you're talking about. So, enemies do not scale with your level, seemingly. It does seem like they just are where they are, but that was the first time I've seen the zombies, and I can't believe that we just ran into those. With like, while we're don't worry about it. It's fine. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. Like, legitimately, it's been very fun. I've been really enjoying this, and I hope to see you again tomorrow when we will hopefully be making a little bit more practice and save scumming me. I would never. I don't know what you're talking about. Later, folks.